Alright, hello everybody. Quick update for this morning. It's like 1 degrees out. Ignore this because the car was in the garage. So you can see here 277 miles on the battery. I did get pretty much a full charge, but I've lost at least a mile since I had the heat on already to preheat the car. So I haven't gone anywhere out of the yard. As soon as I get down the road, I'll let you know what we find out. Pull up the energy chart so you can see how I'm going along. Alright, I made it. Just a little update. 207 miles. I drove again about 45 miles. 1 hours per mile is 361, and did pretty good this morning. Hello everybody. I gotta tell you, it is cold. It hit -2 earlier today. It warmed up to about 1 degree, but it is cold. I had preheated the car for about 15 minutes, and by the time I walked out here, it may have brought the temperature up like 10-15 degrees. Earlier it was 30 in the car while I was parked. That was in the middle of the afternoon. Going through and taking a look, I got 178 miles. Got the pretty blue snowflake right there. You see, again, my range is limited. Just to recap, since this morning, I had 361 watt-hours per mile. That was my usage, which is actually a little bit lower than what I expected. So we'll have to see. I used 16 kilowatts on the way here. I didn't go anywhere, so I'll be heading straight at home, and we'll see what my usage is when I get there. Yeah, I got my seat heater all the way on because this seat was cold, and now it's nice and warm just after a couple minutes. I did turn up the heat to 75 when I was preheating, and it was that way when I turned the heat on again for about a minute or so. Then I set it back down to 68 just to get the initial heater warmed up, hopefully. So let's get going, see how this goes, and hopefully this won't be too bad of a drive home. Man, I can tell how cold these tires are. Look at that. 38 PSI and being this cold. They'll warm up quick. Absolutely no regen. None. I'm not even sure that bar turned green. I was just coasting when I had my foot off the pedal. There was no regen whatsoever. It's so cold. So cold out. the bar going across, showing my usage. And I get up here to this intersection. Watch this. Foot's off, nothing. No green bar whatsoever. Just constantly, just a full coast. It's going to take a while for that to warm up. It's 1 degree. 1 degree. Alright, so I'm actually home now. Right here, there's a couple dots. That's showing the power limit that I was getting. And part of that is due to the fact that right now I have less than, it looks like almost 40% battery, but it's still very cold. I never got rid of this blue striped area and this blue snowflake, saying that the battery is very cold. I did gain back at least half my regen, and that did actually help get the battery warm at least a little bit to get even more regen. But unfortunately, it didn't help my overall situation with energy use. I had 367 watt-hours per mile round trip, 374 on this time back, and when I was pulling in the driveway and into the garage, it actually showed -2. I'm in the garage now, which is a bit warmer, so this is actually slightly warming up the car just to give you an accurate thing before the battery warmed up even the slightest bit. This is what we're looking at. 90 miles round trip, 33 kilowatt hours, 367 watt hours per mile. Since this morning when I first left, and then just on the way home, 374 watt hours per mile on this leg. 106 miles left on the battery. Still very cold. It's got that blue mark. Got the snowflake up there. Midnight Glitz, the car. Model 3. Well, there's about 8 inches of snow. Actually, more like 6, but seems like 8. The road's pretty bad. You see the one lane over here is not even plowed. There's a lot of snow in the driveway. I got through it just fine. And got up the road okay. And then I put it in winter mode. So I completely forgot to do that at first. But it's fine because this thing handles snow pretty well. It doesn't let you take off up the road and have your wheels slip. Oh, yep, too fast. Ah, fuck. So there we go. Yeah. Slush, not so good. This isn't too bad through here. They actually did plow that pretty well. Of course, they're coming straight from the ODOT office, so of course they want to go on the road and go plowed around that corner better, but you know, whatever. Give you some fun to look at. This last 5 miles. Haven't been using too much power. Haven't been. This was getting on the highway. Man, these tires suck. Winter tires would be so much better. Wind is just pushing this car around. This is terrible. You see for a while, like the last quarter of a mile, my consumption's near zero. It's because I'm just crawling along. Yeah, I had the heat off, but now it's getting chilly, so I kicked it back on. Here's what it's like when it snows, before rush hour, or during rush hour, and people are in a big hurry. They shouldn't be.
That, you know, there's just not much you can do. We talked to ODOT earlier this morning. They're like, they got crews out, but as the snow continues to fall, and the fact that it's still in the low teens in most places, you're only going to do so much damage. Thanks for the call. Limited to Phil. Phil, you're on News Radio 610 WTVN.
Joel, underneath your the upper 10 today.
Yes.
Yeah, you get rush hour traffic, clouds, you can move it. You made a comment about the school district having to make up calamity days.
Yeah.
There are
Christ.
districts in Ohio changed the law.
Alright, now I'm getting all squirrely.